Hello people, it's 10:30 now and I have to go to sleep. It's my bedtime, but I have this urge to share how I journal, and I know you asked for it, so here's the video. First, I was working on my crocheting masterpiece. Well, it's actually like this. It's like a super cool top, you see this? I'm actually amazed by how perfect it looks, like it's almost finished. I'm pretty much into journaling. It's been not even a year how this started. Okay, I have different notebooks. For example, this one was for writing down like some static notes, and at the same time like a little bit of my goals and stuff. Here, just goals for this year. Here, exactly the same thing as here. And here I had my, this is actually sunscreen. This is actually the one and only journal in my native language, and then I just switched to English. This amazing book literally has so much info about me that is freaking dangerous to keep it not burned yet. So many personal stuff, and this is the new version of this. And as you can see, I have like postmarks on each of them. Is a thing. Picking color and postmark is one of the most important processes in journaling, my personal opinion, because like journaling is about literally just ripping apart your soul and putting it on the paper. So I mean, you have to find a right place for your soul to be stuck in. Very important. It's like a theme for your life. This actually, this notebook was like from January to March, including March, and it's not freaking green at all. It was like dark blue face. I don't know why it's green. We don't talk about it. And my new theme though is very close to light pink, so let's shift to the info part. I have different sections in my journals, as you can see. It's very important. It's like the best system ever. This is your notebook, right? In the middle, most of the pages are gonna be just your like daily journaling. Then in the end, you're gonna have a section with your like thoughts, plans, like as I have it. And then in the beginning, you're also gonna have a small section with your like, I don't know, favorite things, or like, I don't know, like random stuff. I always have this section. So I'm gonna share my sections. First mark is random thoughts, and you can just like write down things when you think about something. Yeah, I have a few pages for that. Then I have a section, I want to be her, and I write down something what like I liked, or like what I want to develop in my character. I also have random drawings. Yes, I went to art school. Since we all know, MIT is my goal university. I have this, I'm gonna win the MIT race, and I write down what I made to like get closer to my goal, and like I have academically and extracurricular stuff. I'm gonna inform you as it goes on. Then I have bucket list and little physical things that I want to buy. Then I have this amazing page, and I'm gonna fill probably this one with the same thing, like I'm just gonna draw arrows. This makes me feel loved. It's so warm. This page is so warm. I have many blank pages because I know that I'm gonna get an idea and like just put it here and fill it. Then the next mark is my start of journaling. Oh, I have my favorite poem by Charles Bukowski written down. So You Want to Be a Writer. I love it so much. It's about everything. Like, I can come back to this poem and it's always gonna be right. I also made notes for public speaking lecture. I think it was an MIT lecture. Love it. So you see, I just put everything from my life, okay, in here. Sometimes I have plans. Here, I journaled every day. And oh, you also know that I love to put those very cute pictures and just explain them how I feel. I mentioned it before. And also in this journal you can see like purple marks everywhere, literally, like you can see them everywhere. I write poems and my favorite ones I mark. Writing poems, it was like the best. Okay, maybe not the best, but a very good experience of this year. In this journal, as I said, I have goals. My idea was to have 12 skills that I'm gonna like gain this year, and writing poetry is one of them. Anyways, back to this journal. The next mark is plans and goals. Plans and goals. I have before new school year. It's like kind of from now and summer. Then I have this very intense idea to get very good in public speaking and speaking in general. And since I started implementing English actively in my life only 1.5, maybe a little bit less, years ago, I don't have very rich vocabulary. It's kind of new to me, so yeah, it's a challenge, but I love it so much. And in this section I have what I want to work on, what I like when others are talking, speaking, and people whose styles I like. For example, Richard Feynman, my favorite physicist as a modern physicist, or Audrey Hepburn, or Madeline Arju. Very random, I know. Then I have summer plans, not filled enough. All I know that I want to take bio class and geometry again over the summer, so it's gonna like bring up my GPA. Probably take SAT in July and also take pre-calc over the summer if everything goes well. You see, I'm a nerd. I don't really have normal plans for the summer, but I have a bucket list about going to a park with like those big things, going to an art gallery, to the lake and the ocean. Good. And then the last mark is, of course, poetry. On the first page, ideas, for example, eye contact, or my love languages are infinite. Or a talk with old dying me. That's very dramatic. Honestly, this notebook contains much cooler poems than this one, but I'm working on it. But this one is very cool though. I wanna post a video where I just read my poems because they're very. I don't consider my writing good, and I don't think I'm gonna consider it good because I suck. Professionally, I suck. But sometimes art is not about your skills, it's about getting under someone's skin and just destroying their soul or healing it. Depends. My controversial opinion that I don't consider bad writers. There's some modern authors that write shitty books, but they're loved by the public because their books are easy to read, they're not very complex, and as a person who was raised by the classic literature, and Russian literature is very tough and the language is magnificent. I don't have words to describe it. For me, it's literally disgusting and diminishing and just awful. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Not a nice opinion, I know. And I also know that there are some books out there that are just gonna bring you to the good point. Like you have to start from something. But for me personally, I would never read it and I would not recommend it to anybody. But you can read whatever you want, It's not about others. Now I'm gonna actually recommend you some topics or themes to put in your journal. Do this right after I turn 18. For example, dye my hair pink, tattoo, jump with parachute, stuff like that. Crazy ideas that I'll make come true. For example, TED Talk, write a book, win an award in Math Olympiad. That's crazy, actually, I'm not doing that. Quotes from different places or thoughts mostly. Things that I love. You actually have to expand on this. Love languages of my close people. That's very cute. And as I said, of course, crafty craft stuff. How I see myself this year, a mood board. Or how I see myself in 5 years, in 2 years. Perfect. I don't see myself in 10 years. Stuff that I should do this year. Oh, and also I recommend you to put a little calendar. You can mark some very important things. For example, birthdays or very important deadlines. So I have a page where I just put random stuff. Very random stuff. I also read little stories about very weird stuff. I would not wish anybody to read it. This is how I see myself. I also have this thing that I love to make pros and cons lists about people, situations, ideas, anything. It just works so well. I recommend that. Things that make me happy. For example, when people who I love take pictures of me, or to tell what I feel from music, or when I get a good shot or a picture. Of course, I'm addicted to taking good pictures. Also, I have a page that says, if I'm gonna believe hard enough and have the right energy, it's gonna happen. I'm just excited about those things mostly. And like, I don't know, going to New York and Boston. Or I have this idea to go to Washington on my birthday on a train. Love it. Or like 50k followers on my Instagram. Road trip. Or taking many AP classes. And I just write down those things. Like I can open it and read it and I'm gonna be happy. So this is all. I'm putting this back to the shelf. I'm gonna journal right now. Usually I journal in the evening, right before going to sleep. But on the weekend, it can be like in the morning. Yeah. Journaling is the best skill that I gained lately. It just sets your mind in the right spot. And also you kinda feel more structured inside. No, here, inside here. I can just look back easily and I don't feel lost. I have this connection between my past, present, and future. All because of this. I would literally jump from the roof, if not this. I hope you're gonna have a great day, evening, night. I hope I'm gonna go sleep soon. Bye!